welcome to another episode of Sandman's Tatter Time. Today we're down at Sandmans North Pier. I thought with the sun being out, couldn't think of a better day to come down to a Sandman's Tatter Time down here. Lovely marina and all the rest of it, so thought couldn't think of a better place to come down and test out the new toy. This here is a ZZIPLEX Bass Lite, casting weight 1 to 3 ounce. The wife treated us the other day to one I've been twisting on for one for quite a while, so she got us one. I've just finished building it about a week ago. I'll just talk you through what I've done to it. I went out and I got some Japanese shrink tube, best shrink tube on the market in my opinion. Put about 3 foot of that onto it. Fuji rail seat, capped off with the foam ends that you see in a lot of century rods. There it is there. I just think it dresses off the rail seat quite well, rather just being the bare ends. So that's what I've done to there. The colour of the thread today is just very basic. I'm a big fan of it actually. It's just black tipped off with a little bit silver there. I used a different bass badge because the one it come with was actually it was slightly damaged. So I went and put my own on it. The rings that we used on this build was Minima 4s. There they are there. The reason being is because the rod is very, very light, as you know, and I wanted the lightest possible ring to go on the rod. So Minima 4's got the job of doing that. For the spigot, as you can see there, I've used a couple of equal lengths of Japanese shrink tube for obvious reasons. Just when it's damp, you can get your hands on that and you can separate it quite well. At the tip end, as you can see there, I've put some high-vis tape onto it and high build it over the whole lot so it doesn't discolour or nothing like that. For those who know what I'm on about, I do hope I don't get tip wobble, but that's another story. And tipped it off with a dynamite, very light dynamite tip ring on the end. So that's that. On the other end of the rod today, we have got one of these lovely babies. I absolutely adore these rails, I must admit. It's the Bait Runner Aero GTE B6 8000 his model is. It's a bait runner. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I've actually fished on here and I've had a string of 5 mackerel on this and it handled them absolutely no problem at all. So I'm a huge fan of these. Shame you can't buy them anymore. Not new, I don't think you can anyway. I think you can only get them second hand. Anyway, so the reel is loaded up with 20-pound Spectra braid, and on the business end of that I've just got a very simple 2.5 ounce pair sinker. Now there's not much I can really tell you about the rod because it's got a ZZIPLEX badge on it and you all know where I think the ZZIPLEX, top of the pops, simple as that. So what I can tell you is I'll cast it, I'll tell you how it feels and what do I think of it, and we'll go from there, but let's give it a try. Here we go. Well, as you saw there, that was absolutely effortless. I'm going to keep on reeling this in because I don't want to lose my gear. That was effortless. It felt absolutely beautiful. 2.5 ounce, didn't feel that the rod was struggling. Nothing. It could have went up to 3 ounce, no problem. Personally, I think 2.5 ounce, it felt right at home there. So, what could I use the rod for? I would definitely use it for the mackerel season. 2 ounce spinner on the bottom with a set of daylight flies on it. Absolutely. Fishing the river, scratching around for flatties, scratching around for coalies, bits and bobs like that. I think just for a good all-round good piece of fun, I think it was £200 well spent. So that's the sinker just coming in there now. So just before I close, I did have a little bit of a chew on buying one of these. I must admit, I did have a chew on. If you're after the PowerTex bass, no problem at all. If you're after the standard bass, no problem at all. But as soon as you come onto the Bass Lite, I seem to just keep on running to brick walls. I just couldn't get one anywhere. There was only one shop had one at the time. It was Jerry's of Morecambe. So I thank you a lot for there. I didn't get it built off Jerry's with his building rods myself, so I wanted to do it myself, and it cost us £200 to my door. He promised us that it would be the day after, and he kept his word. I've got to give the man his due. 1 o'clock, knock, knock, knock at the door, and FedEx was there with this bad boy. So happy as out. Only thing I've got left to see on it go and buy one. If you want a nice scratching rod, go and buy one. £200 well spent. So that's that. So that's the end of another Sandman's Tackle Time. Another Sandman's Tackle Time. You keep safe out there, and I'll see you soon. Oh, fucking hell, I've done all that and I've fucking clamped up.